Well, hello, everyone. We are so excited you're with us. And of course, we are talking about how to grow, scale, and exit your business. And I'm here with my co host, John McLaren. John, it's so good to be with you.
And their question is like, why am I in a situation after I've been running this business for years or decades that I have a business that's just not worth as much as I thought it would be?
Yeah. And I would say, it's really about is the business able to operate without the founder? And a lot of founders, they really feel good about themselves when they're the one solving the customer's problem. Like they're the one fixing things for customers. They're the one when they see revenue going up and profits going up, it feels good for them to be the problem solver. But if the business is becoming more and more dependent on the owner personally, then it's not worth anything to anyone else other than the owner. And so you're not wiping their backside anymore, right? And so
Right.
it's the same thing with business is like, you don't have to deal with every difficult customer. You don't have to deal with every vendor. You don't have to do this stuff anymore. You've got to be able to, like I always say, delegate everything but sex in your business. And that's really the next step of what you have to do is raise those people up so that they can function without you. And the most important job we have as parents is to create happy, successful kids who can thrive independently without us. And that's the same with entrepreneurs is we have to create a business that can thrive without us. Yeah, and now the crazy thing is with AI, I mean, we just helped a business they had two front end receptionists. We now can make it where you can hire us and we can literally make an AI. So with the phone, it can call. I'm going to show you right now just so you can see, even with our phones. So when you call, I'm going to call our number.
Hi there. It's another happy day at Cancel. This is Jonathan. May I please have your name, email, and phone number in case we get disconnected?
Yes, this is Susie Jones, and my number is 757-419-9999. And my email is susiejones@gmail.com.
Thanks, Susie. It's nice to meet you. How can I help you today?
Yes, I'm looking to sell my business, and I'm not going to keep going, but all of that I just did on the phone with you, that was 100% AI. Now,
And I think you're making a great point. What I said is you got to hire somebody to do your role. And maybe that's not totally true. You either need to hire somebody or you need to implement systems that can take care of, some of those roles for you. And, with AI advancing every day, it can take more and more of those tasks off your plate. And you just showed a great example, receptionist, appointment scheduler,
and it
intake
can make
form,
outbound
filler
calls.
outer. Right.
Not
Yeah.
only can it make inbound calls, it can make outbound calls. And not only that, guess what? This person is never sick. This person never calls out. This person never goes on vacation. I mean,
Right.
it's unbelievable. And then I'm not managing that person. I'm not hearing their woes and this is happening, that's happening. I don't have to do any of that. And being a good boss, there is a lot of culture type things. It's their birthday, take them out to eat, buy them a present. There's so much stuff you have to do. So in my book, Grow, Scale, and Exit, I talk about 5 levels. And there's basically level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. And so if we're talking about the levels, obviously we just had a window washing guy come to our house to try to sell us window washing. And so like level 1 would be the guy who's the owner, who he was. He was the owner. He came to our door. He asked us if we wanted our windows clean. And he's also the guy that washes the windows. That's level 1. Then you
Yeah.
go to level 2, level 3, level 4. Level 2 is you do the selling, someone else washes the windows, right?
Yeah.
Level
Right.
3 is, someone else is doing the selling and someone else is doing the window cleaning. And obviously, it just keeps going up. And then level 5 is where you really aren't doing anything. You're just doing basically an hour to a couple hours a week of just kind of managing the whole thing. And that's where you really want to get.
Yeah, an
But
organization of 100 people where you just meet with the top 10 once a week, and that's your total role in the business, right?
because I think you sometimes get to a place where you just go, this particular business. I have a friend who actually had a car business where he was repairing cars. And we went out to dinner one night and he was like, I'm done. He was like, I can't do this business anymore. Doesn't mean that I don't want to work anymore, but I'm so burnt out on this particular business. I can't do this business anymore. And you don't want to sell it at that point, because you want to try to sell it before you get to that point, when you're starting to get to the place where, because once you get to that point, you're like, I don't care. Just get it off my hands.
I think that a lot of small business owners, especially the ones who are doing everything in their business, that's the point when they go to sell it. I mean, they've had enough for years already. They've been at their meltdown point for years, and they swallowed it, and they kept churning and kept going on and kept thinking things would change. And the time that they call us to sell is what you're saying, when they just can't take another second of it, and that is too late. I totally agree.
Yeah. Well, I will say this also, that success means nothing without peace. And so we want to help you build both. And as you know, we're both entrepreneurs. We've been there. We want to help you do the same. And so our ultimate goal is always to get you to grow your business, scale it, and then eventually at some point exit it. And so we have a 90-day exit ready coaching plan that we have. If you go to canzel.com, we have this 90-day exit ready program. We also have a ton of free things on our website. If you go to canzel.com, we have 7 steps to grow, scale, and exit strategy workbook. You can get that completely free.